Doesn't James say that faith without works is dead? I'm confused. Oh, it's okay to be confused because there's a lot of people who just kind of cherry pick verses to fit their already pre-made doctrines. So here's a clue. If they can't teach a paragraph, skip them. I'm going to give you 2 paragraphs worth of teaching if you're willing to sit through it. I'll explain exactly what James is trying to say. Starting in verse 14. What good is it, my brothers, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? That's the question we're going to answer. If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to them, "Go in peace and be warmed and filled," without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead. So he's talking about a faith that can save. But he's not saying that the works save it. He's going to go into more detail in the next paragraph because he already knows where people's thoughts are going to go. And a lot of people do stop there, and they shouldn't. But someone will say, "You have faith and I have works. Show me your faith apart from your works, and I will show you my faith by my works." So he's saying my works are an evidence of my faith. Not that it creates it, not that it finishes it, not that it manifests it. No, it's an evidence of it. So to the people who think that faith doesn't have to produce any good works in your life, he's saying, no, that's not the case. The good works are the evidence that I have a living faith, a faith that can save. But I already have that faith that saves. I'm already saved. So he's talking about evidence. You believe that God is one? You do well. Even the demons believe and shudder. Do you want to be shown, you foolish person, that faith apart from works is useless? So he's saying, do you need me to explain to you that if your faith doesn't naturally produce these works, that it's a useless faith? Was not our father Abraham justified by works when he offered up his son Isaac on the altar? Now notice he didn't say saved. He said justified. Justified is a courtroom term. If someone thinks you're guilty and you present evidence that you're innocent, you've simply proven what you were all along. You were innocent the whole time. You were justified to the truth. It didn't change what the truth was. When Abraham was willing to sacrifice Isaac, he showed his faith by his action. You see that faith was active along with his works, and faith was completed by his works, made manifest, evident. And scripture was fulfilled that says Abraham believed God and it was counted to him as righteousness, and he was called a friend of God. So he's saying, because Abraham was willing to show it, it was a real living faith. He was saved by his living faith. But again, he's talking about evidence. You see that a person is justified by works and not by faith alone. You can't be justified by faith alone because there's no evidence, there's no proof of it. You can't prove what's true. It's not visible. This is why Jesus equates to those who are born of the Spirit like wind. You don't know where they're going, you don't know where they're coming, but you know when they're nearby. How? Because of evidence. Wind blows on the trees, you can see the trees moving. And in the same way was not also Rahab the prostitute justified by works when she received the messengers and sent them out by another way? For as the body apart from the spirit is dead, so also faith apart from the works is dead. So your body doesn't create your spirit, but it's evidence that you have a spirit because it's moving. Same thing with works. It's the evidence of a living faith. I hope that helps.